Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming today. Today we're going to play some more Infinitode 2. Having a blast with this so far. I've been playing a lot today, so I'm just kind of breaking up each of these levels into separate videos. So here I said we did establish the damage one here. Let's take a look real quick. Let's modifier and density wall, and then this one is stun duration. So for the moment, I'm not going to put any points in those. We're going to save our gold stars and we're going to look at what we can progress on the tree here. We don't have a lot of green papers, so we're probably going to be able to do one or two things. So we're going to work on the sniper tower here and make it cheaper. And I might do attack speed. Let's do that. This aiming speed is quite good too. But we're kind of, we're tight on the green papers right now. That green paper bonus is going to help us, but we really need a lot of green papers. That's our limiting factor at the moment. We're limited by these ores too, but just these green papers are not coming at us right away. One of the things too to do if you are stuck, you can go down here and see if any green papers are for sale in the item market. You might be able to trade one resource for another, or pick up something that you desperately need. This accelerator currency, you don't get a ton of it, but sometimes you can pick up some really, really good things down here. So kind of just pay attention to what's available. Like right now we can spend 32 to get 2 Scion chests. Now these are really, really good chests. So I might actually do that. I don't know. I spend this pretty liberally. I think a lot of people save them, but I spend those pretty liberally. This is a 30% off as well. So let's do that and see what's in these chests. So I gotta click this actual image twice. So chests will pop in here. I'm not sure that we even opened a Scion chest yet. So let's go and do that. There's some scalar and vector and scalar. So I didn't get any green papers. That's kind of what I was aiming for there. And also, I'm not sure. I might be doing the wrong thing here in that if I open the Scion chest later, I think I have potential to open like the ores of these purple, gold, and Scion. But I didn't have those open yet, so I'm not getting those as options, I think. But maybe I'm accumulating and I'm just not showing them up here. So either way, I'm happy with those. I got a ton of ore, so that kind of launches me way ahead. We had like 200 here and like 800 something left, I think, if I remember. So that's pretty good. I think for 32 accelerator, I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's go back, look at the levels. So what we learned last time is in 3.1, I got to get the level, I got to get the stars on level 2.8. I got to get 2 of them. 2.8 is here. We haven't run 2.8 yet. And we did run 2.6, and I ran a bunch of levels way early this morning. I got up early and started running through some of these. And then I've split these additional levels that we hadn't tried yet on separate videos. So this video, we're going to try 2.7. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Now this map is huge, and it's very complicated. So we'll go through it once we get into it. I remember this map. This one was a beast. Getting 2 stars on this, probably the first time you run it, is very good. Getting the 3rd star is going to be a big stretch goal there. But mining wise, there's a full blown scalar, so we can mine a lot of scalar. And there's also this mix of scalar and the vector. So even though I can get more vector here, I'm probably going to run my vector mine. No, I don't know. I have multiple scalar mines now, so I'll probably go through a scalar on this one and a vector on this one if I can. You got to kind of squeeze them in when you feel like you can still take on all of the enemies. Speaking of enemies, there's our first map with a variety, very big variety, I think. I don't think we have a map that's had all 4 of these, but I have to go back and check. But having 4 of these is very challenging because you got to kind of still manage these helis, and these helis are what end up getting you quite a lot of the time. Especially without, the towers that take care of a lot of things. So I think we are going to have to put some splash towers in here to try and take out some helis. Maybe sprinkle in air anti-air somewhere as well and see what we can do. So there are 110 waves to this to kind of complete this quest up here. Money spent on towers during one game is almost 3 grand, and enemies killed during one game is 845. We're probably going to get both of these in this first run. As long as we get into the 50 levels or so, it's probably going to happen. Um, Wave wise, it's going to start us out with a mix of green and strong all the way to level 10, and then some sprinkle in some weaks. So, and then our first air is coming in at wave 13. So that's a good thing to kind of look at. You don't have to look at the whole thing, but kind of just get an idea, when you need to prepare for some things. So let's hit continue. So we don't have anything else to buy here. We do have 2 fireballs and 1 blizzard active. And let's take a look at the map. So this map's got a lot going on. So we have the spawner here, and we have a variety of teleporters. So the greens can only go this way. You see that yellow, the weak, strong, and helis are blocked. They can't come out this way. So basically, the greens are going to go through here. They're going to go through this green teleporter and then try and get to our base. The weaks are going to spawn this way, and they're going to come through here and go to our base. The strong are looking like this way. So the strong go this way. They're going to go through the teleporter here and go to our base. And then the helis are going to spawn and go this way. So you can kind of see, you can kind of plan what you need to attack. So we're going to want to be strong against the weak over here, strong against the basics, strong against the strongs, and strong against the helis. And then this is just going to pick up the slack down here. So you can certainly do your towers other ways, but if you kind of pay attention to where things are going to be coming, you want to plan for it. Now, unfortunately, the splash towers are quite good against weak and helis. So I need to really put the splash towers maybe here, and then sprinkle in some anti-aircraft down here somewhere, because I really need to do a lot of work against the green and the strong up here. You can also place an anti-aircraft here, or you can place like a splash here, because the splash here is going to just kind of rotate and do damage against everything that's going to come at you. So we'll see how it goes. And then you got weird platforms everywhere. So you don't have any outside platforms, but there's just platforms everywhere. These are pretty good as snipers. This one's pretty good as an anti-aircraft, if I remember right. But there's just so much going on. Laying out a freezing map on this map is also very tough. So you're just gonna kind of get what you get. You're not gonna really be able to just lock down everything with freezing. So you kind of just gotta try. So I think I'm gonna put a freezing down here, and then I'm gonna look to do more towers to kind of help us here deal some damage. So this one's attack speed. I am gonna throw a basic tower here. Probably gonna eventually put a freezing tower there, a freezing tower here, maybe a freezing tower here, or here. Somewhere down here. I think the first 2 are going to be here and here. I might actually put one here too. We'll see. But for the moment, I need to figure out, where I want some things. So the strongs are going to come out this way and go down here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start by putting some basic towers here. I think I'm going to have to do most of my work with basic towers in this beginning. It's a really strong position here. I can't put a cannon there or anything, so we're just putting a basic tower here too. We can always sell these things. I don't really like putting a bunch of basic towers out, but we've got so much area to cover that I'm afraid we need to get some things laid down pretty early to take care of all of these things. You see, they're coming all the way over here, and I haven't really done anything to them yet. So I think I'm going to put a basic tower here. This one I'm not sure of, but we got some strongs coming in. There's no range bonuses here. I'm going to throw a sniper down here if I can. Just help take care of some of these strongs as they spawn in. Going a little slow here at the beginning because I'm very nervous about what I'm doing on this map. Yeah, mostly green's coming in. Let's see if we can lace in. I'll speed up a little bit. Then when it gets, I'm gonna drop her back down. I'm gonna put it in a freezing here. Hopefully this sniper can start doing some work here. Freeze, freeze, probably a freeze here. So I'm gonna put a sniper here. And then I also need to worry about the weaks coming in here. So I would like to lace in a cannon here too. I'm gonna actually do that first. And then put a sniper down here. You see the snipers used to cost 80. They're already down to 76. And we reduced the price of our basic tower to 45. So you're starting to see these prices come down for the spend, and that's very good. Okay, so sniper here. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this one random, and I'm going to set this one to random as well. Freeze, freeze. Really. Projectile speed. It's against strong and so strong and weak. I'm probably going to put one here. And then this is rotation speed. I don't really care about rotation speed, but I could put a cannon there. That might not be too bad. I'm also thinking projectile speed here for a sniper. Just have it go very quickly. Here, if it's got 300% rotation speed, I'm going to throw a cannon here. Let's speed it up a little bit. I'm a little more confident about kind of the plan. So this is freezing here. I'm going to put a freezing tower here. I'm going to lace in my freeze map. I might actually oh no. Forgot these guys. Not going to be able to take these guys out. Oh no. This is what I mean about you get best laid plans, right? Um, oh well, so much for that. Let's slow it down real quick. I need to take a look. I thought I had this guy's not. They're not going to be able to shoot at the helos that quick. Oh well, I took a bunch of damage there. I don't know if this is the best place for this anti-aircraft, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. The blue helos come out here. I'm gonna put anti-aircraft here. They come out there. I'm gonna put an anti-aircraft here, and I'm put one more. Man, I really don't like that for a freeze area, but I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, that was a big time mistake. So I lost five whole life on that. That's not fun. Let's speed this one up a little bit and see if we can get some freeze pop down. I'm gonna put one more. Actually, I'm gonna put a cannon's gonna spin backwards over here though. It's the problem with the cannon is you want them to face one direction for the most part. The rotation on them just really kills their ability to do a lot. I am gonna freeze this too, in hopes that I can put some snipers down here and take out some of the strongs as they get down. This one here, I'm going to make anti-aircraft as well. Maybe I'm overloading on the anti-aircraft, but it's just going to be what it is. So this one here is attack speed. We've got strong and let's just throw a regular tower down here. We could sell it later if we want to. Let's go attack speed. This one's rotation. I'm going to get a regular tower down here too, just to get something in that spot. Here I am going to put another spinner. I'm going to throw a sniper, and then we're going to throw in a regular tower just so we have stuff down here. Okay, the sniper, I'm going to keep this one shooting front, random. Can I lace in a mine? Yes, let's do it. Okay. We have a pretty decent amount of freeze. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just kind of what it is. I want to make a run on all the basics real quick because they're the cheapest ones to upgrade. Um, it's probably a mistake, but it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to upgrade the snipers next. Getting the extra range on the snipers is super important as fast as you can. I've kind of laid out quite a few of them. I don't know if it's enough. It's just going to be what it is. Um, but I want that extra range on them quite quick if we can. I'm going to spray in this before we get to the sniper. And I think we probably got a helo coming in 39. We're a little farther away, but I'm going to go ahead and make a pass on these anti-aircrafts just to have them done. Speed. And I have no anti-aircraft down here. Could be a problem. We'll see. I think the anti-aircraft are probably the things that are going to hit us the most. Or those helos are probably the one that's going to do the most work against us. But we've got a fair bit up here. We do have one more tower here. I think I'm going to turn that into a sniper as well. Just hit it as random, upgrade it. All that stuff's done. Let's upgrade these. Splash. They're not going to be good against the greens, but it's going to be what it is. And then where do I have a vector, or do I have a vector mine? Can I just throw one in here? I don't know. See how this one goes. That's pretty good. They get in that sniper range and then they're getting worked. Yeah, I think this one's our best one here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're mining scalar and vector. These are the helos. Let's see how far we can get with them. Yeah, that's not good. We're going to delete this, throw anti-air in here. We're going to upgrade through as much as we can. Hopefully that's enough to kill most of them. Yeah, that needs a lot of work. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to put in a freeze tower up here. Hopefully freeze a little bit and just help this tower do some work. I'm panicking about the helos, but I'm going to need to do a lot for all the different ones here. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Actually, making a pass on these cannons probably isn't a bad idea. Yeah, there's just so much to upgrade and whatnot, and not enough coin for sure. But I'm hoping we can get this second gold star here. We need 3 more levels out of it. I think we should be able to. I really can't afford to take any of these snipers away. They're doing a lot of work here. We're just gonna have to keep doing it. Let's see if we can slow these down a little bit over here. Wouldn't mind slowing the greens down some too. I'm also wondering if this needs to come out and we put a freezing in here. Just trying to freeze everything down some, and I gotta slow things down, I think. Let's get this done and this one done. Every freeze is level 2 except for the last 2. That seemed to maybe help some. Let's see if we can get these guys upgraded. When's the next helo come through? Next helo's in quite a while, so let's see if we can get these guys. These guys are sitting on tiles. Man, we're gonna take some green damage there. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Good. All right, let's make a pass on all these basic towers. I need them to start doing some more heavy lifting here. This one here. Oops, sorry, missed it by 1. A lot going on there. All right, these sniper towers. Upgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make a pass on them. I don't know. I don't don't see the wave. I think it's wave 50 something, 57 or so that offers the third gold star. So I have to see here. This one's a very, very quick cannon to rotate. So I don't think I've ever had a, I mean, I've probably put the cannon on a level 4 rotation before, but not on video. Let's do this. We do have this here. I'm going to set this one to damage and just see if we can take out deal some pure damage here. Oh boy. Let's see if we can slow him down some. We did some cannon upgrades, so hopefully the weak don't get as far, but we'll see. Helis? No helis for a while, so we're just going to keep working these a little bit. Now, these don't do a ton of damage against the strongs, but there's a lot of bullets flying around. They do 50% of their damage to it. I'm hoping that we can stop this wave here of strongs. We did. Okay, good. Release in another upgrade here. Yeah, biggest problem is that the greens, they get down here, I'm in trouble. I'm relying on snipers to take them all out. But I don't think I can do much. I mean, other than these, the penetrating bullet one is going to help quite a bit there. But I think I need to get these upgraded again because otherwise greens are just going to keep sneaking through. There's demands on everything. So that pass of the greens wasn't too bad. All of our snipers are sitting up here at level 2. Wouldn't mind advancing them again because I think, man, these weeks are really bad. All right, well, 3 weeks got through. I don't think we have much more life. I am going to go ahead and just use a fireball here. And I'm probably going to use a fireball again. Mostly because I want to try and get to this extra star. But now these are spread out pretty good. So maybe we're going to be able to take care of them. Maybe not. Let's just blow some of them up. Yep. I don't know if we're going to be able to push to 62. That's might be a bridge too far there. I'm going to upgrade that and see if we take a bunch of the weeks out. I didn't want to do that, but let's freeze it. Stop. All right, maybe we can eke it out. No. Oh, yeah, one life. Okay. But this is the one we need to get through, and we're not going to get through that, I don't think. Yeah, just don't have enough to upgrade. Okay, that's all right. So we got 2 of the 3 gold stars, and that's fine. You know, this is more what I would expect with these levels. Is starting with like 2 gold stars and having to work backwards to get some extra gold stars and stuff. So I'm okay with that run. We got a pretty decent amount of scalar. We mined a pretty decent amount of vector. Got some in reward. Decent amount of green papers. 2 gold stars. Happy with all that. Let's see if we can open anything. First, let's go back into the statistics. So in the statistics, we got achievements and we have something that we've completed. So you kind of just scroll down here. It says burn 10 enemies in less than a second. So I think that happened against the helis because, well, no. I don't know how we burned them. Oh, the fireball. Yep. Okay. So ash generators, we got that done. Achievement complete. We got 2 of the ability tickets. So restore all abilities for free. So once you get a ton of those abilities, use ability tickets to just get all of them for free. So it's kind of nice. You don't have to spend all the ores and whatnot on it. Let's go research, spend our gold star points. So here we wanted to get this research here. This is going to give us a bunch more life. 3 life doesn't seem like a much more, but it really is. Then we're going to start working our way towards the loot rarity. You also see down here, this one ability costs 120 gold stars. So I mean about resetting stuff. I think you have to reset stuff to get to the gold stars that you need. I think you have to do that. Even though I played this game for a very, very long time, I don't believe I've ever opened this one. So, back here, And next one we need to get is 2.8, 2 gold stars. That would be the next run. So I might do that here in a few minutes. I'm going to take a little break. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the game if you've been playing it. I think it's a really good game. It's a lot of fun. Well, take care, everybody. Have a good one.